Taking on Danny Silva in the blue corner. El Puma, Danny Silva!
All right, Danny Silva, he's coming off of his first loss in the UFC, and usually that doesn't sound like a good thing, but it was against Kevin Vallejos, who just looked so good against Josh Emmett in his last fight, almost like an Ilya Topuria type fighter, really good. Danny is a very good southpaw. He switches really well, though. Tons of pressure, tons of kicks and punches. Looks for the knockout.
Another Scouse fighter making his way to the UFC, just 23 years old, making his debut. He is 8-0, and guys, he's already got the custom fight kit. Pink Panther is his name. He always fights in pink. You don't get that treatment in your UFC debut unless the organization is putting their stamp on you. That's actually a pretty big deal. This kid's really fun on the feet, but a dynamic submission game as well. Don't let the glasses and the haircut fool you. He is absolutely electric, and he's good on the mic, too. All those Liverpool lads, they know how to talk.
Roman Dece taking on Christopher Leroy Duncan. Walking first, CLD, Christopher Leroy Duncan!
CLD is he's coming off back-to-back spinning TKO finishes, and you're really going to struggle to find a more creative, dynamic, power striker than Christian Leroy Duncan. The things this guy is capable of are endless. He gets better and better every time he gets out there, and he seems to get more comfortable with the grappling exchanges each time that he fights, and he's really going to need that fighting a guy like Roman Delice. I personally know how tough Roman Delice is in the grappling. CLD is going to have to be on point in terms of his takedown defense. Going to have to get out of the clinch and let him fly.
Delice is coming off of his first loss of his career by finish. It was against Fluffy Hernandez. You know, and that snapped a 3-fight winning streak. He made a big change. He moved out to Poland to do this camp with Jan Blachowicz and that crew. They have tons of great strikers for him to work with. So, you know, a lot of times you see a guy lose and they just kind of stay in the same spot, and you kind of see them making the same mistakes over and over. So I really like that he moved out there and made himself uncomfortable to try to grow. One of the best jiu-jitsu guys that there are in the division.
He's very, very good. I trained with him, and I had to fight him. This guy's no joke on the ground.
What's the chances we see him looking like Ryan Hall and Minari rolling around the gun?
Halfway
That's
decent,
what I would do.
actually.
Ivo Baranowski taking on Austin Lane. Making his light heavyweight debut, Austin Lane!
Man, I really feel for Austin Lane. This guy's got no easy fights at all. But he's looking to get things back on track. With the type of athlete he is and his, being 6'6" and making his way down to 205, I think he's looking for a fresh coat of paint and maybe fighting guys that are a little closer to his size in terms of the power and explosiveness. He's a former NFL player. He played 4 seasons in the NFL. So he absolutely has the physical capability of making the adjustments that he needs to get himself back on track.
He looks great,
Bro,
honestly.
he was a D lineman, I think, right?
He's like a wide receiver now.
And now a middleweight.
Yeah, Ivo Baranowski, Poland's Ivo Baranowski, I should say, undefeated, 7-0. Most importantly, though, 1-0 in the UFC, and that fight was only 90 seconds, but that is one of the most insane 90 seconds that you will ever see in the UFC. This guy is an absolute marauder. Look at the size and height and reach difference between these two, but I can assure you, Ivo Baranowski does not care.
Ivo Baranowski, by the way, the biggest favorite on the card at -550.
That's crazy. Or not.
Patterson. In the blue corner, Watford zone, Sam Patterson!
We'll talk about a hot streak. England's own Sam Patterson quickly becoming a bit of a dark horse in the welterweight division. He had a really scary knockout in his UFC debut, but then when he went up to 170, things have gone very, very well for him. 4-fight win streak. Every single one of those a round 1 finish. All 4 of his last fights add up to 11 minutes of fight time. This guy is as hot as it gets.
Michael Venom
MVP is 38 years old, but he might be the fastest guy in the welterweight division. Actually, I think he is, and probably the most dangerous. He's one of my favorite fighters to watch. The way he closes distance is brilliant. You don't really see people like that. The only person we could really compare him to is like a Wonder Boy. Just really nasty. He goes up to middleweight. He's a big welterweight, but goes up to middleweight, wins 2 big fights over there. Takes out a bunch of guys. he is a problem for this division. His only loss is to Ian Gary. And that was very close.
It was close.
We just got to make sure when he hurts somebody, he actually just
Snakehead.
finishes them and doesn't dance. And these guys trained together before, right?
Yeah, they're
They
very
did. They trained
familiar
a
with
lot
each other.
together.
I think that's huge for Patterson because people aren't used to that style.
Yeah.
Luke Riley taking on Michael Aswell Jr. In the blue corner, the Texas Kid, Michael Aswell Jr.
Fighting out of Houston, Texas. His nickname, the Texas Kid. He's out of 4 Ounce Fight Club with Joshua Van. He is a fun fighter to watch. He brings the pressure. Very, very awkward with his style. It's tough. He's got great cardio. He does that nice slip and rip that Joshua Van does and everybody from his team. I do think in this fight, though, we'd like to see him maybe start using some grappling because Luke Riley's stand-up is a problem.
And now fighting out of Liverpool, Luke Riley!
Yeah, you said it there, Chris. I mean, Luke Riley is a problem on the feet. Undefeated Englishman, 12-0, 1-0 in the UFC, and already has a performance bonus and already now finding himself in a co-main event spot. That says a lot about the UFC's belief in this young man's star potential. Fights out of Next Generation in Liverpool alongside Paddy Pimblett. They're very close friends. Of course, Shamrock fighting out of there as well. But to get that co-main event spot in your second UFC fight, that is a big deal.
And now it's time for the main event. The #1 ranked featherweight on the planet, Movsar Evloev taking on Lerone, the Miracle Murphy. In the blue corner, Lerone, the Miracle Murphy!
Fighting in his home country. He's unbeaten with 17 wins. He's on a 9-fight win streak in the UFC. And he's coming off of one of the most impressive wins of his career with a nasty spinning elbow on Aaron Pico, who also is a great wrestler, one of the most decorated wrestlers we have in the UFC. So that was a huge win for him. He's got great lateral footwork, and where he really does great is when people really pressure him. He does a great job of having them run into damage. He's got great lead elbows. Obviously very good spinning elbows and a nasty right hand. Very disciplined fighter.
And now we got Movsar, who's finally finding his way in his first UFC main event. At 19-0, he's 9-0 in the UFC. And he's not only the #1 contender, in my opinion, I think he's the boogeyman of the division. I don't imagine that too many people are getting excited when they hear his name on the other side of the phone. He's just a pest. He's extremely well-rounded. I don't think he gets enough credit for his striking. He's an incredible wrestler, amazing control, sets up his takedowns really well, and he's going to absolutely smother and torture you if he gets a takedown. And both these guys are in absolute incredible shape.
Итак, со мной Лерон Мёрфи. Лерон, завтра у тебя будет огромная возможность. Первый мейн-ивент в Лондоне. Чего этим людям стоит ожидать? Я готов к войне, готов убивать. Вот и все. Удачи. И поговорим с первым номером Мовсаром Евлоевым. Мовсар, завтра тебе предстоит огромный бой. Как он завершится? Он не готов к войне. Завтра я это покажу. Мы в предвкушении. Удачи.